All right, Narcs Hate They Love Me, y'all. NarcsHateTheyLoveMe on Instagram. Narcs Hate They Love Me on YouTube. I'm Narcs Hate They Love Me on TikTok, y'all. Yeah, I had got pissed off for a minute. On the internet. On the sessions. Yeah, I had got pissed off for a minute because I feel like, you know, I've dropped 2 years of content, damn near 2 years of content about narcissism. And if you there and you want to know what it's all about, my videos are there for you. Go back and look at some of those videos, okay? Because trauma bonds, that's important to know about. Soul ties, I don't think anybody broke down soul ties like me. Not in this community. Go back and look at it. There's a lot of things that are important to know, right? Even as to this is a spiritual awakening. Somebody was just saying the other day that, you know, people are so quick to reference God. But how can you force a religion on somebody? God is not a religious entity. God is a spiritual entity. Okay? So careful in how you tread out here. All right? Knowledge is power. Okay? And knowledge applied is wisdom. And I don't have a widow's peak for nothing. Yeah, I'm a little wise motherfucker walking around out here. I got to say that. Yeah, I'm a little wise motherfucker walking around out here. Now, I had an interesting conversation with a young lady after I did the live with Shelly on YouTube. Shout out to Shelly. Y'all go follow Chatting with Shelly, all right, on YouTube. All right, I had an interesting question that was asked to me, and I couldn't really break it down like I wanted to on the video, but I wanted to break it down, go back and break it down, as I did with the young lady when we got off the live. I did a freebie that night, and just kind of, I hope I put some things into perspective, but, you know, like I said, man, everybody's on their own wavelength. Everybody's out here diagnosing, and they don't know anything. They don't know the terms, the covert, the overts. They don't know the fine line differences. They don't know the situations where narcs can be malignant. They don't know. It's a lot of things that people don't know. All right. And see, I was blessed because when I was going through my situation with the narc, I just call it a situation, I was studying. Yeah, I was studying, I was reading. So it's a lot of things that I'm awakened to. And I had been awakened to it. I just never applied what I was awakened to. All right, up until now. All right, again, I'm Narcs Hate They Love Me. Somebody asked me, how do you move forward with healthy relationships? And I want to take my time and address this question. And I'm going to take my time because patience is a virtue. And it's a virtue for a reason, okay? My mom has always told me as a little old bitty girl, patience is a virtue. As a child, I was taught this. Patience is a virtue. Because let me tell you what patience does. Patience gives you a chance to delay. It gives you a chance to kind of figure out what you're going to tolerate and what you're not going to tolerate. And why the reasons are. Right? Why would you tolerate it? Versus why wouldn't you? So patience gives you a chance to discern. All right? It gives you a chance to observe actions and words. See, I'm telling y'all this because as I've stated, you know, this is not just geared towards dating. All right, relationships. All right, friendships, relationships with siblings. That's just like a relationship, right? Without the intimacy, but it's still the same thing. So you want to take out the time to get to know somebody, and you want to, and in the meantime, you want to know if their actions match up with their words. So you're dealing with a duration of time. Well, how long do I have to see if their actions match up? 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. Don't get attached so easily. Borderlines attach in an unhealthy manner. So they find it hard to detach. That's why they fear abandonment. Okay? But you want to be able to observe this person. You want to be able to vet this person. Do they do what they say they're going to do? Are they how they say they are? Because people can put anything on social media. That's why we say stay away from the dating apps. Stay away from what you see on Facebook, on social media. Stay away from that. Because people will post their family all day. And when you get around them and you're face to face with them, they don't have nothing to say to their family. Yeah, they treat their family like shit. And you can't discern that because you're going off of what they posted online. So take your time. Take your precious time. Anybody that's there that truly like you and they trying to get to know you, they'll understand you taking your time. Okay? Somebody said to me about my friend guy, don't make him wait too long. He on my time. How about you worry about what you got going on over there and why you so into narcissism versus what I got going on over here? I got this. I got this. Take your time, okay? Be you. Get to know them when they're angry, when they're sad, when they're happy. How do they act with their family when they disagree with them? Take your time. All right? Another thing, you can only identify something or someone based off of the nature of that something or someone. So let me give you an example. And you're gonna identify with them. You're gonna identify exactly how they are and who they are after you observe them over what? A duration of time. So the example that I want to give, a tree. The nature of a tree. It has a tree trunk. It has branches. It has leaves. I know that it's a tree when I look at it. Right? Same thing with people. Same thing. Is your word bond? Do you stand on your word? Huh? Do you stand on your word? Or do you do a little bit to get by? Do you talk all this shit and do a little bit to get by and expect me to overlook it? Now that's a red flag. That's a problem, right? All right, so I'm just sharing it with y'all. Now look, when it comes to the dating scene, and not even just the dating, when it comes to your family, your friends, your associates, people that you have in your circle, you want to pay attention to people. Do they apologize? Do they acknowledge the problem at hand? And do they take accountability for it? Because toxic people don't take accountability. They say, I'm sorry you felt that way about what I did. That's not them taking accountability. That's them throwing everything back onto you. That's them blaming and pointing the finger. So you want to pay attention to that. While you sitting up being patient, you want to pay attention to people because they going to mess up. They going to mess up and you going to mess up too. Ain't nobody perfect. They going to mess up. You going to mess up too. Pay attention to their demeanor when they're addressing you. Are they talking to you in a calm voice? Are they coming from a place of reasoning? A place of consideration and respect? Pay attention. It's going to be in your face. Because let me tell you, a lot of y'all come out the relationship with the narc, and what's normal may feel weird. It may seem strange, but that's because you done been in a place of dysfunction for so long to where function seems like it's not, like it's uncomfortable, right? But I'm telling you guys what you need to pay attention to. how you need to go about going in your life. All right. I'm Narcs Hate They Love Me, y'all. All right. So you want to be able to express yourself. You take your accountability, they take theirs. You acknowledge, they acknowledge. And you guys can come to a place of mutual understanding, meaning compromise, so that you can get over that hump and move forward. Okay? Effective communication is about being specific. Let's be specific. Because if something didn't pan out right, it was some kind of miscommunication. And in order to prevent this miscommunication shit from happening again, we need to be specific. Right? So it's no pointing the finger. It's no hollering and going back and forth. I did this because you did this and you did this. And they say, well, you did that and I did this. And now you're just going back and forth. And the only thing that's going on are emotions. People are reacting based off of emotion rather logic. You saw when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. His emotions got in the way. So you want to come from a place of logic, from reason. Because when you come from a place of emotion, you can't think straight. You're reacting based off of how you feel versus what's right and what's wrong. All right? So also another thing that most people, especially the ones that call themselves empaths, oh, you motherfuckers, let me get on to you real quick. And you know I'm going to whoop some ass now. And I don't identify as an empath. I'm just me. I am just me. All right. But you want to be able to look at situations from more than just your perspective, because the sun does not rise and set and shine on your ass. It's more to what keep this world spinning and going than what you think and how you feel and what you would have done. So learn to get to the root of the problem. Learn how to discern. Learn how to move about to where you can look at everybody's perspectives that you were involved with at that time. Okay? And I want to go back to the dating too. The partying, that's a way to mask pain. In my opinion, that's the way that you mask pain. And if you don't take care of the problem, it's going to continue to be a problem, whether it comes up now or later. So you'll just be dragging that trash on from one relationship to the other, just like you know who. It makes you no different than them. So I'll just call you one, a narcissist. All right, don't be mad at me now. Don't be mad at me. I've had sessions with people that say, well, I have options. You do? If you have options and you entertaining options, you have no time for yourself, and time is priceless. So careful as to how you spend it. It's fine to have options. I feel like when most people say that, they have an ego trip. Well, what's the ego? The EGO. Edging God out. Shout out to R.C. Blakes for teaching me that. Understand it. Edging God out. God is within self. So if you can't sit down and get to the root of the problem with yourself, you masking pain. You looking for other people to validate you, just like you know who. Who is you know who? The narcissist. External validation, looking for other people to regulate their emotions. I'm far past the narcissism aspect, though. I'm looking at us. All right? I'm looking at us. I don't care what you call yourself. I'm just Narcs Hate They Love Me. That's what I call myself. All right? But you want to get to a place with a person that's healthy, right? If they want something with you, you want something with them. They talk to you in a calm voice. And you guys come to a common ground, right? A common ground with a mutual level of understanding, which is compromise, so that you can move forward, all right? You can move forward. And this way, you can come to a resolution. Y'all, both of you can come to a resolution to where things will work out for the both of you. But in the beginning, when it comes down to patience, careful how you do this thing. Careful. Careful, 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 careful. Because the way that you do this thing, if you're going to sit up like a knot on the log, and you don't do something, you got time on your hands, you sitting up like a knot on the log, and you're not putting anything into perspective as to how you can do things different and better to benefit the other person that you want to put your resources with, and they want to put their resources with you, you doing yourself, oh shit, I can't save you. You can't save yourself. And I'm not Jesus. I ain't trying to save you. I, quite frankly, don't give a fuck about you. I don't know you.